Hello, and welcome back to Sun.
Plus one.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Cheryl. And today we're in Easton. We're at Fry's Run Park. And we're going to take a walk around this park and we're going to see M-Op Bridge.
Fry's Run Park? That sounds like French fries. It's getting me kind of hungry.
Chris, a little less thinking about food and a little more of this.
Yep, I understand. I gotta do a little bit more walking. All right, let's go.
All right, let's go see Fry's Run and see that old bridge. And here's the deck, and here's the boards to read, and I'll explain this. And here's one of two boards. Now, I won't read this whole thing to you. I'll read little parts of it for you. The M-Op Bridge is the best remaining example of an early 19th century stone arch bridge in Northampton County. Down here, a trolley crossing Fry's Run Bridge around 1909 from the Anderson Photo Collection. And up here, over the past 200 years, stagecoaches, trolleys, and automobiles have crossed the creek below you. The deck beneath your feet is built on one of two concrete abutments that once supported a trolley trestle that spanned Fry's Run. The other abutment can be seen across the creek in front of you, and the stone arch bridge just to your left once carried stage traffic over the creek between Easton and Philadelphia. Now, it said one of the two abutments is across from us, but I don't actually see it. I mean, maybe it's just my eyes. I just don't see her. Maybe the foliage. I don't see it right now. But I can turn around and I believe that this is the second one. It said this, one of two of them are built below our feet. So I'm assuming this is it. And they built it, and you know, they built the deck around it. So I believe that's what we saw when we first walked in. So go back to the sign, and the M-Op Stone Arch Bridge, 7 years after River Road was built through Williams Township in 1817. A stone arch bridge was constructed over Fry's Run in 1824 as a permanent replacement for an earlier crossing. This is the oldest bridge in Northampton County and one of the oldest bridges along the lower Delaware Wild and Scenic River and the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor. Michael Ops, 1765 to 1843, was a county commissioner, treasurer, and a member of a committee appointed to research and develop the bridge that bears its name. In 1921, the State Highway Department realigned River Road, today's PA 611, where it crosses Fry's Run, and built a concrete bridge next to the stone bridge, forever cutting it off from vehicular traffic. PA Department of Transportation replaced the 1921 bridge in 2011. And down here, the Philadelphia and Easton Trolley Trestle Bridge. In 1904, the Philadelphia and Easton Railroad Company completed its 32-mile trolley line between Doylestown and Easton. The tracks crossed Fry's Run on a steel truss trolley bridge where you now stand. The P&E Railroad called its line the finest trolley ride in Pennsylvania and the Road of Wild Roses. The rise of affordable automobiles eventually made the intercity trolley obsolete. The trolley made its final run on Thanksgiving Day in 1926. And the M-Op Stone Arch Bridge, is right there. And this is just great that these things are here for us to still look at. And we're gonna walk across that, walking where history took place. I love it. And on the right of me, there's another plaque, and I don't want to read the whole thing to you, but I'm gonna go up to it a little bit. And just so you know, this property has been placed on the National Register of Historic Places. And I'm just going to pan down, and you can pause the video if you'd like to read it. Go back up to the top. Coffeetown, early Pennsylvania Mill Village. That's what this is about, the sign. Now we're going to take a walk over this bridge. Chris, we're walking where history traveled.
Yep.
And it's ended right there, because that's where they built 611, Route 611. Chris, what do you think of this bridge?
This bridge is amazing. It's in great shape for how old it is.
Yeah, it's pretty old, and I have to say, taking a look at it, it's really in good shape. It really is. And you can see the creek down there. Take a look over each side of the bridge. Ah, it's always nice hearing that water, isn't it? Every time you hear water, peaceful. Well, until you hear the cars. That was cool on this side. And of course, that's the new bridge. And we'll take a better look at the bridge here. And that's where we were, reading the plaques. And there's a picnic area down there. I think it looks like one picnic table. But yeah, that's where we were. But I'm still looking for the other abutment that they said was across from there. And I don't see it, but maybe somebody else sees it. Now we're going to walk over to where the picnic area is. And right away I noticed the picnic table, a bench, and another plaque. So let's go see what that has to say. And I noticed that they mowed a spot in the middle and it comes out over there. Just a tiny little path, I guess. And this just says all about Fry's Run Watershed Restoration Project. And again, I will go up to it. And let's take a walk to the creek. This is what it looks like from down below. Over there is the MOP bridge, which you can't see really well because of the foliage, but it's over there. And this is the creek. And it's not very high and not very much water in it. And let's take a walk down there by the rocks. Chris, these rocks bring back memories for me.
Yeah, they do for me too.
Me and my big mouth, let's walk in the rocks. Like I didn't have enough of that recently. Well, here's another perspective of the bridge from down here. Because we were up there on that deck up there, and now we're down here. Nice view. And let's look underneath this deck to see if that was the, and it was, look at that, is the abutment from the trolley that's sticking up right there. That's sticking up the deck there that I showed you. So yeah, they just built the deck around that so you could see it. I'll get up a little closer. Yep. That's what that was. But where is the other one? They said the other one was in front. Unless it's way over there in the woods a little, and because of the foliage I can't see it. Okay. Well, that's interesting. And I like the idea that they built the deck right around it so you could see it. And you see, if I go up underneath here more, that part of it is the part that's sticking out underneath the deck, way back there. That's sticking out, you know, through the deck is what I should say. Interesting. And I was looking at this and saying, wow, what a big birdhouse. But you know what this is for? This is the Eagle Project. Well, no wonder it was so big. And before we leave this place, let's just walk around. I mean, they mowed it around there, around this big circle for us to enjoy, so let's go enjoy it. And there's another bench out there. And you know what, Chris? I don't say this a lot, but let's go sit on that bench for a minute.
Yeah, we're doing it.
And this is our view from the bench. Chris, I bet you love this part.
Sure do.
All right, this is just a nice little circle that accesses this little creek. Listen to that sound. Love it. Chris, that's very peaceful, isn't it?
Yep.
And let's just walk around this little circle. I think it's just a better viewpoint of the creek. Why they made this little path. And a lot of new tree plantings I've noticed too. And they're always working on the roads. It never seems to stop. And on this side, like I said, you can see a lot of new plantings. They're planting a lot of new trees. Yep, our Pennsylvania dollars at work. And do you want to see under the bridge? Sure, everyone wants to see under the bridge, right? All right. So we'll walk under it and show you under the bridge. Oh, and a closer look at the work. of the outer bridge and the archwork. And here's the underneath. And I'll just try to pan up. Oh, the sounds of that water, I just love it. And I would say that this bridge is still in pretty good condition. And you can see it from the side here. Not too well, but you can. Big difference from the old bridge to the new bridge. And of course, if I didn't mention, that is Route 611 up there. And I'd love to go across that because there's more old stonework, but I don't have shoes to go in the water. Ah, I will remember those in the car next time. One more view of the bridge from this side. Oh, I wish that side back there had a spot like this so I could walk all the way down. I definitely will bring my water shoes next time. And this is where all that sound was coming from. This little bit here. And just so you know, across the street from the Fry's Run Park is the canal towpath and the Delaware River, which I'm going to go up to it so you can see. And that was across the street from Fry's Run Park. Actually, you can access it from Fry's Run Park. This was just easier to go down the street. Actually, it's across the street. So, but extremely wide. This is the Delaware River. So like I said again, right across the street, practically it's kind of diagonal from the Fry's Run Park. This is the Delaware Canal State Park, where you can see locks 22 and 23, which we will do in another show. I just wanted to show you that the Delaware River across from there, and I wanted to show you more of the canal. And more of one of the locks. I don't know if this is 22 or 23. And this is the towpath between the canal and the Delaware River, which is behind this building. Oh, but there's bathrooms here. My lucky day. Well, we hope you enjoyed seeing M-Op Bridge and you enjoyed walking around Fry's Run Park. And we hope to see you on the next video.
You know, back in the old days, I would have been the guy riding shotgun with the guy delivering the mail on the stagecoach, and I could have bragged and called myself a mail escort.
Chris.
Yeah, but it was just mail, M-A-I-L. It was kind of funny.
Well, yeah, it is kind of funny.
All right, we'll see you on the next adventure.